Zhang Xinmin is a photographer. He works for the Shekou Communications newspaper in Shenzhen. In 1988, he left his home in Sichuan in China's impoverished interior and moved to a special economic zone in southern Guangdong province, Shenzhen. Zhang Xinmin has witnessed with his camera the transformation of Shenzhen from a village of under 40,000 residents to a metropolis of over 10 million people. Zhang Xinmin lives in the northeast corner of the Shekou industrial zone in a place called Center.ShangHai in Shenzhen. In 1988, Center.ShangHai had around 60 dormitory buildings, accommodating about 16,000 migrants. Over the next year, over 20 million peasants entered the cities, mostly from inland provinces like Hunan, Sichuan, and Jiangxi. In 1993, the total number of migrant workers rose to 70 million, concentrated in the cities on the coast. By now, about 130 million peasants have left the countryside. It's an irreversible trend. 10 million peasants a year after year, migrate to the cities. Zhang Xinmin had worked in the newspaper office for less than a year when the newspaper was closed down in the aftermath of political turmoil in 1989. This experience and his subsequent unemployment made him think.
就是真正是改变这个对摄影的这种认识的是在89年以后，因为89年发生了很多事，它直接影响了我对自己这种职业选择的思考，就是说你的摄影究竟是什么样的摄影？89年以后的我才开始往摄影和社会的关系上面想，在以前是脱离这个，其实是脱离这个社会，我都还没有认识到就是摄影跟社会的关系，摄影跟生活的关系，摄影跟人的生存状态的关系。这个时候我才真正的就是离开传统的那种摄影观念。
Zhang Xinmin is not only a photographer, but also a migrant from the countryside who had found work in the city. In Center.ShangHai, Zhang's neighbors were all young migrants, and Zhang, with a camera, was not just an onlooker.
我住在四海嘛，一出门就是活轩轩的，就是生活，而且是真实的生活。不管他们是干什么的，他们是打工的也罢，他们做生意的也罢，他们是白领也罢，他们都是人，就是这些人的生存状态，其实是应该拍。要拍一些跟自己有关的，跟自己的生活经历有关，跟自己的情感有关，跟自己内心有关的影像。完了就 开始，90年开始拍打工妹，深圳打工妹。
Although most of his neighbours were women migrant workers, Zhang seldom saw them in the street. Most worked overtime, sometimes as much as 80 hours a week, exploiting their youth for a better future. Zhang compiled interviews and photos of these women into a book that he published in 2004, titled Encircle the Cities, Chinese Farmers' Long March. It's an oral and pictorial history of southern China's urbanization.
"这是我为什么要拍这个包围城市，就是包围城市一方面是以记录这个农民工进城的这个过程啊，这种状态，另一方面也是我看见的，我经历过的，就是中国的这种城乡制度，就是它是两元的这种城乡制度的，它正在遭受这种民工潮的冲击。
Before the 1990s, farmers were not allowed to travel to or live in the cities, or even to leave the place of their birth registration, without obtaining, at considerable difficulty, a permit to do so. It was China's attempt at avoiding the creation of slums and shanty towns, breeding grounds of social unrest and revolution.
你纪实摄影，那么指的就是记录社会的现实。那么你必须要学习，就是一些社会学方面的工作方式，包括一些知识。我觉得，如果我要做照片，我要拍照片，那么我为什么不把它作为一种记忆来做，把它作为一种记忆来拍？到现在为止，我还是认为照片是我的一种视觉上的记忆。
This is one of the first pictures that Jiang Xinmin took. It's his hometown, the city of Deyang in Sichuan province. It's the National Day holiday in China. Jiang was thinking about becoming a photographer. The year is 1984.
那张照片是我在一个十字路口，我们那儿叫钟鼓楼，十字路口，我爬到一个电线杆上拍的这照片。那个汹涌澎湃的人潮，那种状况，确实是农民进城。但是那个时候的农民，那张照片上的农民进城，不是来谋生的，是来看热闹的。但是事过10年，到了94年，就是到了93年、94年以后，农民进入城市谋生的那种势头，就跟我84年拍的那个看热闹那个势头是完全一样。
In 1984, 20 days after Zhang took this picture, the Communist Party announced that structural changes were urgently needed for China's development. They opened the doors for private enterprises and a market economy. The phrase, "wherever you're from, get rich in Guangdong," became popular in the 1990s. The sheer size of rural migration took the authorities completely by surprise. It disrupted urban life and transportation. Farms were left fallow. Traditional family relations were disrupted. Zhang, viewing this mass exodus firsthand, realized that Chinese society was undergoing a tremendous change.
我们这个国家是在50年代、60年代是把它分成二元化的一个社会结构。农村人你不能进城嘛，你农村户口你不能到城里来干啥的，以前就是这样的。我是深有体验的，就是很多农村人想跳龙门，在60、70年代以前是根本没有办法的。80年代中期，因为就是说包产到户了，就农民那个时候离开种田这个行当去做工呢，一般还是在城镇、乡镇企业，跟自己的驻地不太远的小镇、小县城这样的一个区域。大规模的流动是在90年代，也是在92年以后，就是邓小平南巡以后。
Jiang Xinmin took this photo of shacks in Shaojing District, Shenzhen in 1997. The shacks were built alongside an open sewer which formed a street. This was a common image in China in the 1990s. Because of the strict urban residence system, migrant workers were not allowed permanent residence in cities. In Shenzhen's outskirts, slums mushroomed, divided according to residents' regional origin.
每一间棚屋里面都是住10来户人，10几户，大的有10几户，小的也是好几户。所谓的户，就是一张床。我拍的那个沙井那个照片是住了10户人，住了3对夫妻，2对姐妹，还有一些就是其他的那些朋友关系的，男女混杂。就是它的空间就是一圈木床、架子床，就是顺着墙挤在一起，中间只剩一个小方块，就是刚刚摆下一个小方桌、小木桌子，而且就是没有隐私可言。我就说你们要2口子搞点动静，那床底下的人怎么睡觉啊？他说这个见怪不怪啊，他是出门人。其实千万别误解，就是说那样的好像看起来很糟糕的，就是说居住条件，但是确实他说这个是我们自己愿意，就是说没有必要就觉得好像是谁在同情谁，不是那么回事儿，它是一种存在，是一种现实而已，就是我们去正眼儿看他们怎么生活。他就说你出来打工就得受罪，没办法，就是不愿意回去，就是因为这个地方能挣钱嘛，那2口子就说我们2口子在这儿省吃俭用，就是住这么便宜的床位，自己用一煤油炉子烧点菜，我们这样，我每年我们回家到春节回家了，我们身上可以带5000块钱现金回去的，他在家里哪有这事儿啊？哪去挣钱家里啊？
Jiang Xinmin also photographs the migrants living inside the shacks. This is a group portrait of all the inhabitants of this shack, 93 in total.
说这个东西在我的照片里有一张照片就比较有意思，就是在沙井的在他的蚊帐里面，在他蚊帐里面弄一个那个印刷品的人民币100元的大钞，完了旁边还挂一个穿3点式的美女，一起挂在蚊帐里。每天睡觉一抬头就能看见，其实就是他们的梦想，就是挣钱，娶媳妇儿。
20 years later, impressive skyscrapers and well-planned squares are the new image of China's cities. Yet these facades hide the shacks that Zhang portrays in his book. And when the city needs more space, they're pulled down. A good thing for the urban landscape, but what about the people living there?
不管什么样的房子，再好的房子，再差的房子，再简单的、再脏的棚屋，他住的还是人，住的都是人。就这样说，就是说遇到这样的，不要简单的就把它拆了，要想办法给他们解决，就是把这些东西爆出来，是为了引起社会的重视，去解决这些问题。比方说，农民工的夫妻分居的问题、性问题、方方面面的问题，你不正面的去解决这些问题，它必然会就是说各种可能性都会有，不要掩盖它。我去了3次嘛，第4次我带着照片去给他们的时候，我去找那一片棚户区的时候，已经推平了。我再也没有找到那些人。我想把照片给他们。
Before the economic reforms in 1984, almost nobody in China could become rich. This started changing, and in August 1992, when the Shenzhen Stock Exchange announced its initial public offerings, more than 1 million people crammed into Shenzhen to take their chances. Zhang was there to record this historic moment.
我是被这个正式给震撼啊！我看了，我就觉得天哪，人都疯了。然后我从那个细菌炕里看见，就是说漩涡中心，就是说有一个人被挤出来了，从中间被挤出来，挤出来，他在那哭天喊地，没人搭理他。我跳下去，我就跟着他跟前去，我就问他，他是从江西来的。我看他那个人，就是说从头发尖儿到鞋底儿全是湿的。眼角挂着那种花生米那么大的那个眼屎，白的，手上拽着一捆那个身份证和钱，对着我的镜头，绝望的喊。我拍了2天2夜，我反正当时就拍下了这个。就是很多人是抱着很大的希望、发财的梦想来认购这个、来买这个抽签票，结果很多人是失望， 绝望。就是那一张照片，为什么就是后来它传播比较广，可能跟这种绝望、这种失望、一夜致富的那种心态啊，失望可能有一定的关系吧。
The blind pursuit of wealth, coupled with the despair of missing an opportunity, dominated the Chinese people of this period and is evident on their faces. Shenzhen is a city that drives people to frenzy. By 1994, Jiang Xinmin started to realize that his pictures, taken together, told the story of the rural population's migration into the cities. Searching for a title, he came across one of Mao Zedong's guerrilla slogans, "Encircle the cities from the countryside." During the Civil War, it was used against Chiang Kai-shek's nationalists. Now its new target is the privileges of the urban population. There's a rap song which also uses Mao's slogan, "Encircle the cities from the countryside." Written by the popular Chinese singer Cui Jian, it mocks the arrogance of urbanites. Ever since the beginning of communist rule over China, people in the city have enjoyed a higher standard of living than their rural comrades. City dwellers have had better education, better healthcare, and better jobs. These privileges were undisputed as long as the urban resident system kept rural dwellers outside the gates of the city. The city belonged to the urbanites. When in the 1990s farmers invaded the city, urbanites viewed them as a threat to the social stability of city life. The migrants, frequently discriminated against, were relegated to the edges of cities. But soon, China's economic growth engine depended on this labor force. Skyscrapers needed builders. The export industry needed low-wage laborers, and restaurants, hotels, and brothels created out of a massive demand for services needed workers. Even today, with the increased acceptance of migrant workers in the cities, they are not equals. In 1997, Jiang Xinmin shot a set of pictures of workers who clean high-rise facades. The name of this man is Zhong Jiacai. He left Hunan province for Shenzhen at the age of 18, working first on an assembly line and then as a security guard. He told Jiang that although he cleans the outsides of tall buildings in a strange city, he feels at home because his co-workers are all from Hunan.
那个聊了一块儿吃饭，吃完饭，我一看懂，哦，他那脚泡的那个皮肤啊， 那个就像一个，就是说那个皱啊，简直是很吓人。我说你手呢？我看看，他把手一伸出来，哦，那手也烂得一塌糊涂。我拍了那张特写。那个钟家才啊，他当时23岁，完全不像一个23岁的人的手和脚，因为那个清洗外墙，它必须要用清洁剂，用那个清洁剂有很强很强的腐蚀性，就如果没有那个腐蚀性，你清洁不了那个外墙的那些脏东西的。
For his book, Jiang Xinmin also took a series of photographs of young rural women who were able to cross the cultural divide. They left the factory and took a city job, like hairdresser, receptionist, hostess, or bar girl. Young women were the first to integrate into city life, enjoying the benefits of consumerism and entertainment. They tried to become city girls. While taking their pictures, Zhang started wondering what would happen when these girls went back to their villages. Would their families accept their new values and attitudes? Zhang decided to follow some migrant workers when they went home for China's biggest annual holiday, Spring Festival. During his trip, he got to know Xiang Lichun, who lived in the mountains in Hunan province in southwest China.
96年那一年的那个腊月，都腊月26了还是腊月27，已经放假了。过来看到四海的路边上停了7、8辆大巴，完了很多打工妹，就是说拿着行李就是在等着上车。我当时就决定跟车。走一趟，我要看一看，就是说这些打工的怎么回家。我上车以后，开车之前我看见一个打工，一个妹子，上车以后也没座位，就扶着那个上车的那个栏杆，就在那站着。我说你家哪儿的呀？她说翻坡村。我一听翻坡村这个名字，我说有山吗？他说是啊，我说正好，我说我就是想找一个就是说翻山越岭的回家的人，我到他们家去看一看。
This is a picture of Xiang Lichun and her family that Jiang Xinmin took when Xiang was 24 and unmarried, working in Shenzhen as a factory girl. Xiang Lichun is now in her 40s and lives in Shenzhen. Zhang tried to find her again for this film.
我上不来，我就问你，房子还挺好啊。哎呦，哪有你家的好呀？有2个朋友。
After many fruitless attempts, Jiang Xinmin finally located Xiang Lichun, the young woman he photographed in 1996.
就是说那是92年的话，如果是92年，就是我们有6年没见。完了95年的话，我到你们家去的话，就13年。那个时候你24岁。
In 1995, Jiang Xinmin visited Xiang Liquan's family. Her family had contracted a fruit orchard of several acres and lived rather comfortably. But as Jiang Xinmin learned through his photographs, village life for Xiang Liquan had become more and more distant and strange.
我在他家过年嘛，一起吃团年饭，过了好几天，也跟他聊。他说你看嘛，我回来这几天就是个客人，我再也回不来了。就是这里的所有的生活对他来说已经结束了。他最想的就是在深圳有一个自己的窝，不管这个窝
Xiang Liquan now has a residence permit for Shenzhen and a home of her own. Her family will stay in the city. The Chinese government has been reforming the residence permit system since the beginning of the 21st century. Chinese farmers who've lived in the countryside for generations can now move into the city. It is no longer an unattainable dream.
城市户口不是那么，不像90年代那么，对农民工来说那么重要，因为父辈那一代。 就是在60年代，我说在60年代以前、70年代以前，根本没法想象一个农村人可以在城里干点什么，可以进城去干什么，根本不可能。就是轮到就是90年代，可以出去了，已经是非常非常了不起了。但是在这一代，他觉得后面的一代、下的一代是觉得是天经地义的。 实际上，从向立群他们那个已经在实践了，他们已经就基本上就是，通过10几年的这样的打工的生涯，他们这些想法追求已经逐步在完成了，在达到了。
Now, migrants overpopulate the cities. In order to build housing for them, the cities swallow up surrounding farmland. Skyscrapers replace rice fields. To make room for new factories, farmers have to give up their land, sometimes against their will.
就是现在的情况恰恰是相反，很多人不愿意，就是很多农民已经不愿意离开，就放弃他的土地。 因为他知道，就是这个土地的分量，土地是他的，实际上就是他的保障，最后的保障就是我们不是说城里人有社会保障吗？有社会保险吗？就是土地实际上就是他们最后一层保障。
Real estate speculators offer farmers some money and an urban residence permit in exchange for their land. While the land can make the speculator wealthy overnight, the residence permit does not provide the farmer with guaranteed employment or significant social security. And that's not all.
它只是一个身份证的转变，它不是一个整个生活方式、生活技能、生活习惯、文化方方面面、传统各方面的，就真正就是认同了城市，就是认为这是我的，这是我们的城市，我的城市。城市化，它是人的城市化，不是楼盘的城市化。
After 10 years, Jiang Xinmin stopped photographing migrants. Yet he did not stop witnessing and documenting the changes of Chinese society. Few people have heard of Liukeng, a village in the mountains of Le'an County in Jiangxi province. With no major roads, it's almost cut off from the outside world. People live in houses built in the 18th century. Liukeng is not like other villages. Over 1,000 years old, it's one of the last traditional villages of old China.
"拍到96年的时候，就想起来，就是说，我还缺一点的，缺一些东西，就是缺它的这个包围的源头的状况。为什么他们那么不顾一切要到南方来，要到发达地区来？生活在这里的老百姓怎么样？我其实是，也是我到刘坑的一个初衷。因为我本来就是要找一个比较传统的农村去看一看，就是现在农村的现实生活究竟怎么样。所以刘坑是在这么一个背景下做出来的。我是想记录，在这个环境里面，在这种传统里面，这些人、这些村民的衣食住行、喜怒哀乐，目光自然而然的要落在这个村民的日常生活上。
By now, most of China's villages have modernized and become townships or even cities. The people that live there surf the web and own digital cameras. Yet the pictures they take differ from the work of Jiang Xinmin. Their images reflect only the outside. It's the talent of a photographer that lets us see inside people's existence.
其实拍照片不难，就按快门不难，曝光组合、曝光准确、对焦清晰不难。我说比较难的就是你跟他们的关系，就是包括空间距离、心理距离。我始终认为照片也是就是一面镜子，可以看见拍摄对象，也可以看见照相机背后那个摄影师，他跟他们之间的距离都能在照片里面反映出来。你的镜头前面永远是一个跟你一样的活生生的人。作为人这一点来说，两者之间没有差别。就是你如果回到这个关系，那么你这个距离自然就近了。
Shared humanity characterizes Zhang Xinmin's photographic work. His ability to connect with the people he photographs makes his pictures timeless and relevant to all people.
对摄影师来讲，我个人认为，照片其实很渺小。就是照片最后能产生多大的价值，它不是以摄影师的意志为转移的，取决于什么传播。传播是以他自身的，他有他自己的标准，而且每个社会形态都有不同的标准。其实我不就是为了让大家看看照片吗？分享一下这种对一些事儿的感受吗？认识吗？分享一下记忆吗？
With his camera, Zhang Xinmin portrayed the farmers who, one after another, made a long march into the cities. Zhang recorded their existence, what they hoped for, and how they lived. The significance of the opening of the city gates is that now rural people can go and earn money in the city. For some farmers, this means a small step up the social ladder. For China, the opening of the gates has meant immense economic progress, which has benefited city people most. Yet for many migrant workers, it's still a long march before they reach their dream of city life. They leave behind the old traditional China, and let us hope that they gain as much as they lose.